this field. So cybersecurity experts are usually technology professionals. They come from computer science background, usually, and their main job is protecting an organization's network, systems, and data. It's a very big responsibility, by the way, and it's an exhausting job. And that's why there's a big gap in the number of jobs. So many more jobs available for cybersecurity than people. And I'll show in the next slide some numbers. And the reason for this is that it's a very specialized area. It needs very strong skills in programming, network security, cryptography. So cryptography is the science of encryption, cipher and encryption and all that. System security, access control, database security, digital and physical security. There's so many areas because the technology infrastructure is so wide that it makes it difficult for someone to become an expert in all of these areas, right? And that's why, according to some recent research, there was an estimated gap or vacancy of 3.5 million cybersecurity jobs in the world. So this means there are 3.5 million more available open jobs than cybersecurity experts, right? So if someone wants to specialize in technology, this area is actually very promising. It takes several years, 2 to 4 years on average, for someone to become a cybersecurity expert, and this assumes they already graduate from university, right? And it's not enough to practice to become a cybersecurity engineer. So you need a computer science background usually, or at least a coding and programming mindset. Some people from engineering or other areas can do it. You need training in cybersecurity, and you have to get an industry certification. Also, companies usually demand this as part of the hiring process. Excuse me. So you need something called, there are a number of certificates, certified ethical hacker. So basically you are training to be a hacker, but they call it ethical. They make it sound nice because you want to work for the company or the government, not for the mafia. Yeah. Although it's the same skills, by the way. TIA Security Plus is a very famous security certification. Another one is Cisco Security. So Cisco is a very large security company, and they have a lot of security certifications. And these certifications, by the way, can take 6 months, 9 months each. So you can imagine if someone needs to study computer science, then study cybersecurity and cryptography and network security and do the certification. And this is years. It's like doing a PhD almost, right? So it's not for everyone. Here are some of the top cybersecurity companies in the world. We might have heard some of these names: Norton Antivirus, McAfee, Kaspersky, Symantec. These are very famous companies. Some companies that create network security systems are Cisco and Palo Alto. These two companies are the most famous in the world. They've been around for a very long time. And there are new companies like Cypher, CIS, and Trana that create general security systems. Of course, which tool to use depends on the technology that the company is using and the infrastructure they have, right? So that's why you need an expert. It's like hiring a police detective, really. It's like a digital detective. You need someone to come in who's an expert in this field, look at the company's systems and data, process, what's the process for security, what software do you have, what network, and create a strategic plan, very high level plan, to secure all of these different touch points or components, right, in all these different areas. So it's actually a very difficult challenge, and it needs a strong team. So how, I believe this is the last slide in the cybersecurity section. So how will things evolve in cybersecurity in the next few years? So we have 3 major trends happening. One of them is called the Internet of Things. So we might have heard this term before. The Internet of Things is a term referring to having more and more smart devices and smart appliances, smart machines. So smart means a machine that has a microchip, can access the internet, and can communicate with other machines and devices. So for example, there's a smart refrigerator now at home. There's a smart home. You can control the light, the curtains from a tablet or an app on your mobile, right? So all this is part of the Internet of Things. So why do I mention it here? These need to be secure because they are on the same network. So if we go back to the concept of a network hack, someone who enters the network at home, accesses your fridge, any smart device, can infiltrate and infect the other systems. The next trend, second trend, is the cloud security trend. So a lot of companies are moving to the cloud. This means their data, their software is online. It's not on servers, machines in the company anymore. It's online. They don't have anything physical. So we need, you know, the whole world's moving to the cloud. So we need to secure the cloud and secure communication to the cloud and from the cloud. So two things, not only the cloud, but the communication as well. So that's the second trend. The third trend, of course, we're getting more and more smart and autonomous vehicles. So this is a modern trend called the connected car, smart car. And by the way, this is one of the new attack areas for hackers. And it's very dangerous because smart car means it has a software operating system similar to, you know, smartphone almost. And if someone hacks a car, they can disable the brakes, for example, right? So imagine in the future, a few years from now, more electric vehicles and smart cars come out. Someone wants to do damage or assassination. They can hack the car, disable the brakes. That's it. That's it. Very dangerous. They can hack your car and using Bluetooth technology, listen to conversations in the car, right? Again, very dangerous. So this area is an up and coming trend in technology, and consequently, we need to worry about its security as well. I believe that concludes the first part, which is the main part of our talk. Again, we can stop for 1 or 2 minutes if you like, if there are any questions. The next topic will be about the deep web. This will be shorter than the first part. I think we only have about 12 slides or something, 11 or 12 slides on this part. But it is interesting because we will discuss something that many of us might be seeing for the first time. Right?